Yo, what is up, everyone? OJ over here from PlayerEssence. Welcome to the stream here. I see that we've got quite a number of people already filed in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed some of the music and the screen that I got now to just kind of, kind of set things up. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and start up here now that we have more than 100 people watching. And I think that's a better way of doing it in order to kind of get people to file in first instead of just me just looking at the waiting screen. So yeah, so expect to have that in terms of the stream starting soon and some music playing beforehand. But I want to say what's up to everyone first and foremost. Once again, we've got another PE live video. I'm pretty much going to be doing live streams every single day when it comes to certain news, just so we can kind of get more of the community opinion on things. Because guys, as much as I love the comment sections of my videos, sometimes going through all of those and actually responding to each one of you guys is getting to be time consuming when each video averages at least 150 comments or more. So I mean, I would love to respond to everyone who comes in like, man, you don't respond to us on YouTube. And it's not that I'm not trying to respond to you guys. It's just the fact that there's just so many comments and I don't have the time to respond to everyone. So that's nice. Thank you so much. I'll get to that in just anonymous Night Moon. So this is my way of actually responding to you guys with your concerns or with your questions, is pretty much every single day, since I do so much content, talk about the recent topics, get you guys' opinions and respond to you guys, answer your questions, get your statements out there. And like I said, I don't think there's very few YouTubers that actually, take the time to do this. And it's not that I'm doing it because I'm saying, oh, this is what I'm going to do for you guys. I'm doing this because I generally love speaking with my community. This is like one of my favorite things to do. You guys used to see me in the comment section all the time, but it's just gotten too much. So I felt that this is probably the best way in order for me to respond back to you guys, was basically having live streams almost every single day. I don't think I'm really going to skip days. Maybe weekends I'm not going to do them, but Monday through Friday you guys can expect a PE Live and then a new Monday show that we're going to be doing. Plus we're going to have some boosted production quality as well. So look forward to some new stuff going on screen and new emotes and GIFs and all that good stuff. So I want to thank everyone who's watching. Do appreciate it. If we can hit that like button, let's see if we can get to 100 likes and get us trending up on the YouTube live gaming page. We're going to be going for about an hour or so. I got to pick up my daughter at 1:30, 1:40-ish. So we're going to be going for about an hour. I'm going to try to get in the news and then get as many of you guys' comments and concerns and questions and things out of the way, just so we can have a good discussion. And once again, we will be back later today at 4:30 p.m. my time. So that is in about 4 hours. We'll be back for PE Arena with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So if you want to get in on that, just make sure you tune in here in about 4 hours. So wherever you're at, just add 4 hours to it, and we'll get in some PE Arena. So look forward to that as well. So shout outs to Night Moon with the first donation of the day. And he says, Night Moon donated $2 through Super Chat and says, congrats on finally having a streaming soon screen. Yeah, you know what the funny thing is, I used to have one beforehand. I actually didn't have to make another one. That one is very old. I used to use it like a while ago, I think last year at some point, and then I stopped. Actually, I don't even know why I stopped, because it was still in my OBS. I actually created another one, but then realized that I already had one in my, or OBS, I should say OBS. In my OBS, so I just used my old one. I just put it up to the top, and here we go. So yeah, man. I'll definitely be having that, and I can already see that my my camera's fuzzing in and out because of the auto whatever. Hold up, let me make sure this is good, guys. Okay, yeah, camera. Yeah, autofocus is all jacked up. Okay, good. So everything should be good now. So just to let you guys know, Night Moon, if anybody wants to request a song, just like Night Moon did, or Night Moon didn't request anything, but if you donate, make sure you put a song request in there. So if you want me to play something, any video game track, no copyrighted stuff, I'd be more than happy to play it. So just to let you guys just remember, because some people were donating last time and forgetting to put in their song. So if you do that, just put in a song and I'll be more than happy to play it for you guys. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into some of the news here, since we have most of the people watching already. We're going to start off, we'll get to Metroid at the end, guys, and then we'll have a Q&A after that, because I'm pretty sure you guys are going to have some questions on Metroid, the validity of the rumor and all of that. So we'll talk about that, but let's go ahead and get into some news, because this is like a PE news video live. So we're going to start off with the Fall Part 2, Unbound, that is hitting the Nintendo Switch on February 1st, 2018. And of course, if you guys have any comments about the fall, or if you guys like the game, make sure you let me know. Once I'm done reading the article, I'll look through the comment section. So I'm not going to read through the full thing here, but basically the sequel to 2014 Story of the Year award-winning The Fall that is coming to Nintendo Switch on February 1st, 2018. And basically some of the features are puzzles that you've never experienced before. So based on your personal boundaries of your host, The Fall's challenges will put you in perspectives that you haven't taken in a video game. Exploration that matters, understanding your hosts and their environments isn't an afterthought. It's how you learn and solve the puzzles to progress. You have exciting action. You have just basically captivating story. There's all sorts of cool stuff in terms of The Fall. So I remember this game coming out and it looked cool. I think it was on the Wii U, something like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool that they're bringing it over to the Nintendo Switch, at least the second part. And that is coming pretty soon here. The independent game revolution continues. And I wanted to get into another topic at the end, which I think the Completely Unnecessary podcast with Pat and Ian, they talked about this in terms of a lot of people just kind of shifting over to independent developers or retro gaming because of all the microtransactions and issues that modern gaming is having. So I want to talk about that too, because I think you guys probably have a lot of different things to say when it comes to that. And I find myself doing that quite a bit. I mean, outside of Nintendo's first party games, man, I find myself playing my Super Nintendo Classic. I find myself playing classic PS2 games on my PS3. I'll hook up my PS3 and I'll be playing Xenosaga, or I'll be playing classic PS2 games. Like, I find myself doing that quite a bit. So also, shout outs to donation from, is it Halfax? Donated $2 through Super Chat and says, at work, listening, want to show some love, man. Thank you, I appreciate that, man. I do appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day if you're at work to listen. And yeah, man, definitely. Thanks for the support, dude. I really do appreciate the $2 donation. Really means a lot to me. I'm glad I can provide you some entertainment at work. I know work can get kind of meh at time. We can quote Tora here. Meh. It can get kind of meh at times. I used to listen to podcasts all the time when I was at work because I was bored out of my mind. So yeah, man. Shout outs, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. So yeah, let's talk about a couple things here. Link to the 100K sales. We'll talk about that in just a bit. It's on Reset Era. If you go on Reset Era, you'll see the link on there. So yeah, man. Let's go ahead and let's get into the next article here, and that is, I don't see, you guys didn't have many things on the fall, so I didn't see many comments on that. So this will be like one of the very rare times I ever talk about EA on my channel. I talked about Faye or whatever, but we'll talk about this because I keep on having people linking me this article, and it is news. I can't sit here and not talk about it. Now, I'm not going to give my personal opinion. Obviously, you guys know how I feel about EA, but in Japan, FIFA 18, which is just, I mean, that news just in general right there is not even that. In Japan, we have to preface that by saying, like, in Japan, FIFA on the Switch is outselling or outsold FIFA on the PS4. So yeah, so basically, as of January 7th, the Nintendo Switch version has moved 89,329 copies, while the PS4 version has moved 77,892 copies. And apparently in France, like, FIFA sold like 73,000 copies. So just in two areas, France and in Japan, FIFA 18 on the Nintendo Switch has sold, you know, what is that? That's like 170,000 copies or something like that, or near that, or a little bit underneath, 150 to 170,000 copies. So it's done pretty well. This is not including, I think France is including digital, because that was Nintendo of France that said that. But in Japan, this looks like it's not digital, or it's not all of digital, or whatever the case is. So either way, I mean, FIFA's doing good on the Nintendo Switch in some regions. I mean, it's still nowhere near the PS4 total when it comes to like Europe in general, or when it comes to the US. I mean, US FIFA isn't big anyway. Most of the place as far as how much FIFA sells is in Europe. So it's not like FIFA's, you know, anywhere near the PS4 version, but at the same time, you know, if you look at the port and if you look at how much it sold, obviously, you know, EA has to be happy with the amount of sales in just those two areas. Apparently, EA was happy with the amount of sales, you know, in France, and they said that we can look forward to more from EA, which that could have just meant you know, Faye is coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't mean that, like, we're going to get Battlefront or we're going to get, you know, Battlefield or whatever garbage EA else wants to put out there. But it's news. It's there for those who bought the game. I played it. And then after EA did their thing, I disabled it from my my Switch. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. So yeah, man, I want to get some of you guys' comments. You guys are worried about football versus soccer. I mean, who cares? It's different countries call it different stuff. In our case, the only country who calls it is the United States. But I will once again remind all of you guys that the term soccer came from a British man. A British man coined soccer, not someone natively from the US. So you can blame the British for us here in America calling it soccer. Now, that's a true story. True story. Yo, shout outs, man. Tim Wyndham hitting us with that sponsor jutsu. Let's go. Brand new sponsor to the channel. Let's go ahead and wait for that pop-up here so we can get that sweet Mangekyu Sharingan. Mangekyu Sharingan. Oh, I love that sound. Thank you so much, Tim. I do appreciate the sponsor, my guy. Please enjoy your brand new emotes. You'll have access to them. Just go ahead and look at the little smiley face right there. Hit that smiley face icon and you'll have access to your PlayerEssence emotes. They're all right there, and we're not too far away from brand new emote at 50 sponsors. So thank you so much, Tim. I do appreciate that. Also, if you want to get hooked up with the PlayerEssence Discord, you can talk to any one of our moderators, or you can hit me up on Twitter, send me a message, and I'd be more than happy to send it to you, or I can send it to your YouTube inbox. So let me know about that. We get you into the friends list for PE Arena too. So thank you so much, Tim. I do appreciate that. Everyone show Tim some love. I'm gonna get you a couple Sharingans here and a headband, my guy. Thank you. I do appreciate that. So it's called soccer in Canada. Is it called soccer in Canada? Okay, cool. It's called soccer in Canada. All right, cool. Yeah, people are talking about Dragon Quest Builders, man. I think that's something that I should actually talk about, that since that was one of my most recent gameplay videos. So before we get into the whole Korea or South Korea news, let's talk about Dragon Quest Builders just for a minute or two. Yeah, Dragon Quest Builders is really dope on the Switch. Like, it's really dope. My brother was telling me that wasn't even on his radar, but he saw my gameplay video and then he checked it out himself. He played it, he said, for 6 hours he was playing the demo. I've had multiple people in my comment section tell me, like, hey, Dragon Quest Builders is really good. I'm planning on picking this game up and getting Dragon Quest Builders too. And yeah, I have to agree, the Switch port is nearly perfect. I can't see, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some type of, you know, you get the Digital Foundry, like, analysis machines with their magnifying glasses counting up using arithmetic to count pixels on a screen. I'm pretty sure that they're gonna find something, but for the naked eye and just looking and just playing the game, I really can't see a single difference between the PS4 and the Nintendo Switch versions of the game. And of course, with the Nintendo Switch, you're essentially getting the PS4 and the PS Vita versions built in, because the PS Vita version was actually really popular in Japan. I think it might have sold the most, I'm not 100% sure, but it was really popular because you can play portably. So, you know, but you didn't have the HD visuals. Obviously, the PS Vita screen isn't HD. Almost close, but not quite HD. 540p. But with the Nintendo Switch, you get that, you know, quality 720p screen in addition to on the TV. So it's just it's the perfect version. It's the only version that I think that, you know, that I play going forward now that we've gotten a taste of it. And it's cool that they're bringing Dragon Quest Builders 2 over to Nintendo Switch, man. So yeah, man, it's all good. Yeah, Alan, calm down, my guy. My guy, calm down. There's no need to use all caps, my guy. Hey, what up, Velvet? Glad you can join early this time. Do appreciate that. Do appreciate it, Velvet. So yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to Dragon Quest Builders, the full release. Yeah, when is Dragon Quest Builders hitting again, guys? If someone can tell me in the chat, so just so we know, let me know as far as that goes. But anyway, that's Dragon Quest Builders. Looking forward to playing that. So yeah. Yo, shout outs to the Big M Media for the subscription. Thank you so much, homie. Do appreciate that. Welcome to the Player Essence Village. Everyone in the chat, please make the Big M Media feel very welcome. Hit him with that. Hit him with that headband. If any of my sponsors out there, hit him with that headband emote. So we can just get this man newly antiquated. All right. So Peaky says February 9th for Dragon Quest Builders. Yeah, Dragon Quest Builders February 9th. That's really good. That's really good. That is actually 1, 2, 3 weeks and 1, 2, 3 days. So 3 weeks and 3 days we'll be playing Dragon Quest Builders on the Nintendo Switch. Also, shout outs to Slash Corinne as well for the subscription. Thank you so much, homie. Welcome to the village. Please, everyone. Some nice headbands for this man that just entered in, or woman, who knows. So yeah, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. So let's go ahead and let's move on to the next article here, guys. So we're going to be talking about South Korea a little bit because we recently got news back in December that, well, the first 3 days of sales in South Korea for the Nintendo Switch were record-breaking. It sold over 55,000 systems in 3 days, and they had probably the most god-tier lineup ever. It had like Disgaea, it had like Super Mario Odyssey, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Skyrim. It was just like a ton of games to play. It's just like so many games to play. And shout outs to the commenter for the subscription as well. Thank you so much. Welcome to the village. Everyone in chat, please make the commenter feel very welcome. Hit them with them headbands for me, please, Ninja. So yeah, 55K in 3 days because it had a god tier lineup. That was actually more than like the Wii. That was more than the DS. But then now we do know that it doesn't just stop there. For the rest of December, so leading into the Christmas period and everything, there's an update. They sold over 110K in December. So in South Korea, that's really, really, really good. Really, really, really good. So yeah, man, I was really excited about that to hear the good news. And also shout outs to Elite Ninja Mark Bryant for the $10 donation, and he says, "You're simply the best." Oh man, nah, you guys are the best. Without you guys, I would be absolutely nothing. So thank you to coming out to my live streams and helping out with the channel. I do appreciate even just watching is a big, big help. Also, Elite Ninja Sean Sweeney with the $2 donation through Super Chat and says, "Rocket League Physical Edition available now." Is it available now? The Rocket League Physical Edition? I did not know. Mr. Sweeney. See, I should have known because Sean Sweeney actually designed the Rocket League cars himself. Like, those Rocket League cars, those are real, and Sean Sweeney was the scientist behind the groundbreaking technology for Rocket League. So shout outs to Sean Sweeney. Not only that, but Sean Sweeney also developed the game too. So I mean, he's quite talented in many different areas. So I didn't know it was available now, but I knew it was soon though. I need to go pick that up. So I definitely need to go pick up Rocket League because a lot of you guys have been literally asking me every day, hey OJ, did you get Rocket League? Hey OJ, did you get Rocket League? Hey OJ, did you get Rocket League? So I'm just like, yes, I'm getting Rocket League. So yeah, I need to go pick that up. Also, shout outs to the Big M Media, donated $2 through Super Chat and says all Discord involving Tim is through Big M Media. All right, shout outs, man. Thank you. I do appreciate that, homie. So yeah, what do you guys think about this as far as the news goes with South Korea getting into some Switch action? I think when you launch with Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Super Mario Odyssey, good things are going to happen for you. And it's not going to stop here, guys. They have Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild coming out soon, and a couple other titles that are already out here. They're going to be coming out there as well. So not a bad start for South Korea. Not a bad start for South Korea at all. Tidu says, who needs Monster Hunter World waiting for Ys 8 for the Switch? Yeah, I mean, it would be nice. Monster Hunter World, obviously, that game looks really good. Monster Hunter World also got a 39 out of 40 from Famitsu, so obviously they think really highly of it. I was at the gym last night and I saw multiple commercials for Monster Hunter World. I've seen this game being advertised like never before, so I think it's going to do well. I think it's going to do really well for the most part. But yeah, we'll definitely see. I think the Switch will get its own Monster Hunter. I've said this multiple times. I think the Switch will get its own Monster Hunter. That's not Monster Hunter Double Cross. But we'll just have to be a little bit more patient on that one. So yeah. Shout outs also to Sam0182 hitting us with that Katone from the Fire Nation over there on Twitch. Thank you so much, homie. I do appreciate that. Please build up the Fire Nation very strong over there at Twitch. We're trying to hit 1,000 followers over there, so thank you for being part of that. Also, shout outs to Raymond Howell for the $2 donation through Superset and says, OJ, you demand. You demand. Thank you. I do appreciate it, man. Nah, Raymond, you're awesome too, dude. So yeah, so that's pretty good as far as South Korea. What do you guys think about that? Just to kind of get some of you guys' thoughts on that. Nightmoon says, please don't bring Monster Hunter up. I'm still salty. Yeah, I mean, it's understandable that some Nintendo fans are salty about Monster Hunter, but especially since they didn't localize Monster Hunter Double Cross. I think that's what's like insult to injury, unless you know Japanese, you know. So yeah. How many sponsors to the next cart link? 50. Every 10 sponsors, every emote that I get, I'll do a cart link. And that's usually every 10. So every new emote, I'll do a cart link. So 50 sponsors, and we'll do that. So I'm Morton Salt. You're extra seasoned Morton Salt at this point. Yeah, Morton Salt is definitely good. It's good stuff, man. Shout outs to 6IX9IE. I don't know how to say that. 92WO. Shout outs, man. Thank you so much. Welcome to the village, homie. Do appreciate you coming through. Please, everyone in chat, hit this man up with some headband emotes and welcome him to the village. Do appreciate that. I'm just gonna call you 6IX. Monster Hunter was about to ruin my social life. For real, man. The video game market in China can be a little weird. But I don't think I think they're gonna release the Switch when Arena of Valor is ready to go, marketed, and you know, I think they're gonna plan it around that game, Arena of Valor. So once that game is ready to go, beta test done, everything set, Nintendo can get everything translated. I mean, you've seen that Nintendo has started to translate all their games to like release updates for simplified Chinese and stuff like that, like getting extra text in the game. So that Nintendo's been preparing their games for a Chinese launch. It's just a matter of getting everything together. So I mean, there's no need to worry. I mean, that's not something that you guys, unless you live in China. I mean, I've seen people talk about China way too much when it comes to pre-launch. Like, you guys don't have to worry about when Nintendo's going to launch in China. When they launch, you know, and we'll get the news out. But, like, I see way too many people talking about when's Nintendo going to launch, like as if some type of anticipated thing, like it's going to benefit if you don't live there. So unless you live there, like, you really shouldn't be worrying about it as much as I hear some people constantly talking about it. They'll launch when it's ready. Obviously, you have Arena of Valor. That's the big Chinese game, okay? That game is going to point towards when Nintendo's probably going to launch, okay? So just look out for that game, you know, instead of just saying when's China going to launch. Get updates on that game, you know, follow the beta, do all that stuff like that, and then that will probably point you in the way of when Nintendo's going to launch instead of constantly wondering when Nintendo's going to launch. Just look at that game, you know. But anyway, so let's go ahead and move on to the next thing here. So we're going to get into the rumor, and this one's probably going to take most of the time, and then also the Q&A. So shout outs to Nintendo Everything for the article here. I want to go over some of this stuff, and basically, you know, there was a 2D Metroid game, a new 2D Metroid game that Moko, I can't say his name, it's like Moko Lotrocosis or something like that, some weird name with a lot of O's and S's for some reason. This dude wants to name himself something ridiculous. But anyway, this dude went over, and I talked about it in a PE news video, but I wanted to go over it in this to kind of get what you guys are looking at here. So Metroid is interesting because the last Metroid game was made by Mercury Steam. The last Metroid game that was released was made by Mercury Steam. Now the Metroid game before that, Metroid Prime Federation Force, that was by Next Level Games. So Nintendo has been looking constantly to outside developers to handle the Metroid franchise. Also working with their internal teams, a couple you know, people from Nintendo obviously check on the projects and everything, make sure everything follows the source material, whatever the case is, what they need to do. Well, Metroid Prime Federation Force, that not really following the source material, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. Like, there's always that liaison between Nintendo and whatever team that they're working on in order to make sure that the project goes smoothly. Now, Metroid Samus Returns was a remake of the Metroid 2, you know, on the Game Boy. And while it was a remake, it was essentially a brand new game. Yo, I just saw that. Shout outs. Yo, Eric Dolbeer with the hitting us with that sponsor. I was about to say with the donation. No, that sponsor, Jutsu. Thank you so much, Eric. Please enjoy the emotes. Go ahead and click that happy face icon and hit those emotes, and you have access to all of them there. And of course, if you want to, I think you're already part of the Discord and the Patreon and all that. So, but yeah, if you need anything, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to help you out, man, as far as like friend codes or times and things like that for PE Arena. So thank you so much. I do appreciate you hitting us with that sponsor, Jutsu. Everyone show Eric some love for the sponsor. So kind of getting back into this, while Metroid Samus Returns was a new, like a remake, it was essentially almost like a new game, guys. Like there was so much new stuff added into there. So if Nintendo was going to remake another game, what would you guys want to see? Because that's the big thing right now with this rumor. The guy who leaked this rumor, like, you know, he's apparently trusted. He tipped us off to Metroid Samus Returns being revealed at E3. You know, he's done some other things as well when it comes to Metroid, or sorry, when it comes to just games in general, in terms of tips and inside information. So a lot of people are believing that, you know, hey, this is going to be real, but you never know. Like I said, take it with a grain of salt till we get the confirmation. Now, here's the thing, though. We might not hear about it for a while, because apparently this new 2D Metroid game, whether it's a remake or it's a brand new game, it's just early in development. It's just early in development. But he would not say who's developing the title, because I think if he said who's developing it, that might give away more of what the game is. People can dig deeper than find their sources that work at whatever company it is. Could it be Mercury Steam? Mercury Steam has been very quiet after the launch of Metroid Samus Returns. And I think that people... It's always funny to hear the opinions on stuff like this when it comes to Metroid, because there was some articles coming out about the sales, and like people are thinking, oh well, is it gonna sell enough to warrant a sequel? And I always laugh at, you know, at stuff like this, because the reason why I laugh at stuff like this is because if you look at Metroid Samus, let's just look at the Nintendo 3DS, okay? Let's just look at it. You've got a system that is literally, or in 2018, that is literally 7 years old. The technology in this is like a decade old. It's sub 480p, and they're selling games for $40. Okay, so just think about that. Think of, for a second, think of development cost. Do you guys honestly think this game, Metroid Samus Returns, that was made by like what, 30 people? You know, like essentially an indie studio. Okay, essentially an indie studio, a sub 480p made on literally ancient hardware at this point, sold for $40, okay? Some of it $50 with the special edition, and probably sold hundreds of thousands of copies, okay? Do you guys honestly think Nintendo didn't make enough money to think that they could make another 2D Metroid game? This is what trips me out about people talking about sales. You need to think about, a lot of times people put a blanket thing around it. It's like, oh, well, Super Mario Odyssey, that game sold good, so that means this game needs to sell like that game in order for it to be a success. And it's like, no, that's not the case. You know, or at least when people think about it from Nintendo's perspective. Metroid Samus Returns is a sub 480p, like less than Wii resolution type of game made by an indie studio. Let's just be real here. Published by Nintendo, made by an independent studio. Mercury Steam is an independent studio. They're not owned by anybody, so they're independent. Now, they've worked on AAA or huge franchises. They were the developers of Castlevania, Lords of Shadow, Castlevania Lords of Shadow 1, Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. So they've worked with some of the biggest franchises, or, you know, names. Hideo Kojima helped them out at one point, you know, with Lords of Shadow. And I like Lords of Shadow. I think it's a good game. But that game was aiming at the God of War market when it came out. You know, that's what Konami wanted to do. They wanted to have their own God of War, but it was Castlevania Lords of Shadow. Lords of Shadow 2 sucks, but Lords of Shadow 1 is very good. So this is something that they've done. Yo, shoutouts. Yo, shoutouts. Okay, we definitely hit that sponsor goal. We're almost at the 50. Yo, appreciate that, guys. Definitely. Thank you. We definitely hit that today as far as our sponsor goal. 3 for the day. Wow. You just tripped me up right there. Luis Calles, thank you so much. Welcome to the Elite Ninja fam. Also, you too, Eric. Welcome, guys. Definitely enjoy those new emotes. If you want to get in on the Discord, Luis, I'm not sure if you're already part of it through Patreon, but if you want to get in on the Discord, I'll be more than happy to send you an invite there. And of course, that gets you into my friend code. I'll have that sent over to you, or you can give me yours and we can exchange. And you can get in on the PE arenas that we're going to be having today. Remember, guys, at 4:30 p.m. ET. So in about 3 hours and 30 minutes here. So yeah, so we're going to be having that. So thank you so much, Luis. I do appreciate it. Welcome to the fam as the Elite Ninja, my guy. So that's something that you guys have to just think about when you're talking about Metroid. It was made by an indie developer. It's a sub 480p game, and I doubt at selling it at $40, be it that, and a remake, I doubt that they didn't make enough money for them to say, hey, let's invest into another 2D Metroid game. Even if you have to move up to the Nintendo Switch, which, you know, they didn't specify, but I'm guessing that it would be a Switch game. Even if you had to move up to that, they can remake Metroid Fusion. What if it was a remake of Metroid Fusion? And I talked about that in my video. I think Metroid Fusion would be a great one to remake. Just kind of add a bunch of different stuff in there. That would be really, really good. Metroid Fusion is one of those games that to where you can add some extra difficulty modes to it. You can add some extra content, and it would be a much better experience. Now, Metroid Fusion is my second favorite Metroid game of all time in terms of 2D Metroid games. Number 1 is Super Metroid. Number 2 is Metroid Fusion. And I'd probably say number 3 is, I mean, there's not many, but number 3 would probably be like Samus Returns. Metroid Zero Mission. It's basically, they're all tied after that. The original Metroid is my least favorite, but that doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's just not as good as the other Metroid games. Shout outs to Night Moon with a $2 donation through Super Chat. Says some stranger have money to give. Thanks, Night Moon. I do appreciate that, homie. So yeah, man. But you know what I would appreciate? I would appreciate if we were able to get to at least 200 likes. I think 200 likes would be good before we end the live stream. So if we can get to 200 likes, that would be great. So yeah, man. I think it's one of those things with Metroid, with this rumor. I think that it's feasible, you know, that they would make another one, but we still need to just wait and see on it. So let me get your reactions in terms of the Metroid. I haven't been looking at the comment section, so let me take a look at it here. You guys are kind of all over the place, so I want to make sure that I get you guys' comments in, and I'll just kind of read off stuff, even if it doesn't pertain to Metroid. That's okay. We'll just read off you guys' comments. So Chad Pappy says a new Paper Mario. Okay, a new Paper Mario would be good. I want a sequel to Metroid Fusion. Yes, a sequel to Metroid Fusion would be good as well. Yum Yum says we're already seeing a lot of smaller games come to Switch. Absolutely, there's always smaller games coming to Switch. Santiago 316 says, how messed up if the 2D Metroid game is a mobile game? I don't think Nintendo would put that type of game on a mobile. I don't think it really fits the mobile type of atmosphere, you know, so I don't think it would be, to be honest. And if it was a mobile, I don't know if it was a mobile game, I don't know if it would have leaked, to be honest. If the rumor of the 2D Metroid game is true, I would love to see Mercury Steam develop it once more. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, 2D Metroid isn't hard to do, so I don't really think it matters who Nintendo gets to develop it. But I don't think 2D Metroid is a hard thing to do. It's a very, you know, especially if you're doing a remake. I mean, essentially you're looking at the game and then you're just making a 2D Metroid game. I mean, I guess it's easy for me to say because I'm not the one developing it, but I don't think Metroid Samus Returns was something that was like so difficult for the team. I think they probably had fun remaking the classic. You know, I don't think it was something that was really hard for them. Have no opinion on the rumored Metroid sequel or the rumored Metroid. Okay, no opinion on there. That's okay. Metroid 1 remake. So they've remade Metroid 1 already. Metroid Zero Mission. So a remake of a remake. Is that what you want? So a remake of Metroid Zero Mission. I mean, because that's the only thing that it could be. So a remake of the remake. Got it. Sean Sweeney says, I guess we can get some questions in too. It's probably still a little bit early. I don't really have much more material in terms of articles. That's really it. I already went over 2P News videos early, so we can go ahead and get some questions in. And also, if you have topics, questions or topics, either one, I'd be more than happy. And of course, remember, if you do donate, guys, put a song request so I can play a song for you guys. Don't forget to put that in there if you do donate. You don't have to, but if you do, put a song request. Do you believe, Sean Sweeney says, do you believe we will get a direct dedicated to third-party support, or just drop videos of third-party games like they did with Doom and Rocket League on YouTube? Well, yeah, Doom was in a Nintendo Direct. I don't know if we'll get a dedicated third-party Direct. I mean, we can get a third-party heavy Direct, or something like the mini Direct, or just videos. I think it's kind of a combination of things. But overall, I think Nintendo's going to take this year a little bit differently. Obviously, they're starting off the year differently. They're not doing the same thing. You know, obviously, January's always been a big, time for them to do certain directs. But you know what the funny thing is? I kind of connected the dots. Nintendo usually does big January directs when they need to, when they're kind of, I want to say desperate, but when they really need to emphasize something. And this is the first time since like forever, since like the Wii, since Nintendo's never had to really be in a desperate position or situation when it comes to home console sales. Now, obviously, 3DS sales were always good, portable sales were always good, but Nintendo hasn't been in a position like this when it comes to a quote-unquote home console in a long time. Pretty much the whole Wii U was desperation mode. Like every single year was desperation mode until they just basically quit. So I think Nintendo's in a unique position because this is the first time that they've ever not had to be in desperation mode when it comes to a home console, and where profits are looking, good for the year. So I think Nintendo's going to take things differently. They're going to really play things close to their chest, not have to worry about announcing things way ahead of time, and let people buy the games as they become available. Give us the Q1 lineup, which I think the Q1 lineup is really good. Got some great third party and some first party. Give us a little bit into the summer, and then maybe in a little bit, like let's say in March or maybe I'd probably say like April or Mayish, then have another direct, and then announce the games that are going to be coming out in June, July, August, September. Then announce the games that are going to be coming out in the next one, and then in a little bit have another direct, and then announce the games that are going to be coming out in the fall. Have the big lead up into there. Like you don't have to announce stuff like a year ahead of time. Like I said, that's the only thing that kind of like, I think maybe sometimes you can see it in my voice when I talked about Xenoblade Chronicles 2 or Super Mario Odyssey. I'm just like, I'm covering this game again. I'm covering these games for like a year. Like when they first launched or when they first talked about it in January, I covered them for literally almost a year, and like it kind of just kind of got boring continuously talking about the same thing, but I tried to keep good spirits about it. So the fact that Nintendo's doing it this way, to where they just talk about the games that I can cover for the next 5 months, 6 months, that's cool. And then once they launch, I'm good. What are you going to have next? Have the next Nintendo Direct? Okay, I can cover those games for the next however many months, then we're cool. Like I like it that way more than covering the same games over and over and over. That's why I don't cover like God of War. I've been like God of War, but how long they've been talking about God of War now? You know what I'm saying? Like 3 years, 2-3 years. It's like I ain't trying to cover games for that long. That's boring, man. I mean, like that's so boring. Like even covering Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for 10, 11 months. Well, 11 months was boring as heck. I really got sick of it by the end of by the end of the year, man. I was really happy that game finally just launched, so I can just stop covering Rare Blades, stop covering all that stuff. And when I missed one, people said, "Hey, OJ, did you see this about Xenoblade Chronicles 2?" I'm like, "Yes, I saw it." So I like this way. I like this way better, to be honest. But we'll see. So let's go ahead and let's get some more questions here. What if Rare is working on F-Zero? Rare is not working on F-Zero. Nintendo doesn't own Rare. Microsoft owns Rare. Why would Rare be working on F-Zero? That's not happening. Yabi Chupi says, PlayerEssence, do you think a Tekken or Mortal Kombat game will come? Negative on. I mean, unless like something happens to where Nintendo pulls some strings, then yeah. But I think Injustice maybe is more likely out of those three, just because Injustice came to the Wii U. I know this is different, but Ed Boon has expressed interest in bringing Injustice over to the Nintendo Switch. Superheroes, so stuff like that. So I think that Injustice is more of a likely choice out of fighting games. That is, like between Tekken and Mortal Kombat, add an Injustice in there. I think Injustice would be the most likely one. This jam is awesome. Played it with friends on PS4. Really nice fit for a handheld. Yeah, it looked really cool. Imagine covering this entirety of Kingdom Hearts 3. That's why I don't cover Kingdom Hearts 3. Screw Kingdom Hearts 3 for right now. Because not that like the game is going to be bad. Not screw the game because it's going to be bad, but screw the game because of how long they're taking to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about everything with Kingdom Hearts 3. It's ridiculous. I'm not. I mean, I've covered that game a little bit, but it's not like I'm all over it. It's like, no, it's like I already knew it was a sham when they first announced the game. I'm like, this is going to be a sham. This is going to be a debacle because the people who manage Kingdom Hearts, it seems like every single Kingdom Hearts is just weird. It's like they have weirdos that make and promote and market Kingdom Hearts. Like, what 5-year waits? Like, like get out of here. Or 3-4 year, get out of here, man. I'm not covering that crap. It's way too long. Kingdom Hearts looks cool. I mean, it looks good, but I'm not like, that's ridiculous. Why'd you guys stop pandering to Sony and having them pressure you into announcing stuff years and years and years ahead of time. It's so stupid. Um, let's see. Trying to go through these questions here. Would you be interested in a HDS, basically an upgraded 3DS that can play current games on a high resolution screen? No. No, actually, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea. Don't change what the 3DS is. Don't make like a HDS. That actually also interferes with the Nintendo Switch. That's a HD screen. You're becoming redundant if you do that, and not only that, but you might increase the production cost of games or the production cost of the system. No need to do that. An HDS with high resolution screens does nothing for most people. Just buy a Switch. I mean, how much would it cost? A 3DS XL or a new Nintendo 3DS XL is $200. So if they came out with this one, what would it be? 250, 230? That's getting near the 299 price point for the Switch. So absolutely no, I don't think so. I don't think it'd be not a good idea at all. I wouldn't be interested at all. Because you wouldn't be able to put those games on your TV. You know, why come out on that thing when you could just have it on the Switch and play it on both? Doesn't make sense. Are the sales figures good for South Korea? They're amazing for South Korea. It broke records. It's pretty much the best selling start for a system in ever. It beat let's just go over some perspective here. It beat the DS and it beat the Wii in terms of the first 3-day sales and first month sales. It beat both of those systems, the DS and the Wii, Nintendo's two highest selling systems of all time. So why would those not be good? I'm already hyped for E3. Might want to be hyped for a little. I mean, I guess E3 is E3, but Nintendo's never been the one to necessarily go all out in E3. Nintendo hasn't went all out at E3 since E3 2014, so I wouldn't necessarily be, you know. I mean, I thought Nintendo's E3 last year was pretty good, but they clearly didn't go all out. They could have announced the Super Nintendo Classic at E3, and they didn't. They announced it after E3. Maximus Mansell says, no matter how good God of War will be, it won't live up to all the expectation that is built up. Who knows? I'm going to buy it, but who knows? Paladin Enthusiast. Oh, man, I missed the question. Oh, I like scroll down. OJ, when do you think online is going to be revealed? I have no idea, to be honest. I'm not in a rush to pay for online, though, to be honest. OJ, even Nomura said that they were forced to reveal KH3 too early. Yeah, they were, because Square Enix and Sony, because like Square Enix is pandering to Sony. That's basically what it was. Sony's like, give us something so we can win E3. Okay, here you go. Here's a stupid message and a video of gameplay that wasn't even running on the final engine of the game. They had the whatever Illuminous or whatever engine that they do. I forgot the stupid name of that engine. That's kind of trashy. And then they changed the engine to Unreal Engine 4 because they're jabronis. But anyway, whatever. The Switch is the HDS, essentially. Sony always wins, baby. Gotta keep feeding Sony cold salty water. Yeah. 5 to 10 year release windows. Yeah, man. It's whatever. I don't blame Sony fans. I mean, Sony fans just buy whatever they like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that, but, you know, whatever. Maximus Mansell says, wait a minute, Switch was supposed to die this year. What's going on? Mine still turns on. Yeah, that's true. It was supposed to die. We'll see. It's not the end of 2018 yet. Would you buy Switch Mini if it comes out with non-detachable Joy-Cons? Probably not. There'd be no need for that. I mean, I didn't buy the smaller, like I didn't buy the Nintendo 3DS or the Nintendo 2DS XL. I didn't buy that. I didn't buy the 2DS. I didn't buy any of those. I just have my new Nintendo 3DS that I bought. So I only go up. I'm not downgrade. Switch Mini with no Joy-Cons, that'd be a downgrade, not an upgrade. We need a Naruto Storm 4 on the Switch? Not really. Oh wait, no, so we need Naruto Storm 4, we need Smash. Or we need a Smash? I don't know what you're trying to say, Jeffrey. We need Smash and Naruto Storm 4. We definitely don't need Naruto Storm 4. We need Gekido Ninja Tyson. We need that. We don't need Naruto Ninja Storm. Now, would it be nice? But then Naruto Ninja Storm, absolutely. The more games, the better. I'm never going to be the one to say that we don't want more games. But do we need it? No. This is coming from a lifelong Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm fan, a lifelong Ultimate Ninja fan. Okay, Ultimate Ninja Storm, or before they went into the full 3D, I've talked about what that series was beforehand, the Ultimate Ninja series. I was playing the games back then on the PS2, my guy. So I've been playing those games since the origin of those games, which is completely different from how they play now. So I've been playing them for a long time, and they've all been bad. None of them have been good as Gekitou Ninja Tyson. Not I can't sit here and say a single Ultimate Ninja Storm is as good as Gekitou Ninja Tyson. It's not better than the first Clash of Ninja that they released on the Wii. I think Clash of Ninja on the Wii is better than all of the Ultimate Ninja Storm games. Now, what the Ultimate Ninja Storm games do good is cinematics. Like, they're great to stream. I want to stream Ultimate Ninja Storm again because it's a spectacle. It's great to look at, but it's like they're not good games. But the graphics are amazing. The spectacle is really good. The choreographed scenes are fantastic. It gets a 10 out of 10 for everything else but gameplay. Gameplay is a 1 out of 10. Everything else is a 10 out of 10. Like when it comes to the story, when it comes to the extras, the features, characters that you can use, roster size, content, everything's a 10 out of 10, or everything's 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10, except for the gameplay. The gameplay's trash. It's always been trash in Ultimate Ninja. It's always been trash. I mean, I like them, but it's always been trash. Gekitou Ninja Tyson is hands down better. Like, or Clash of Ninja. Clash of Ninja series is hands down better. But Clash of Ninja doesn't have the budget. It never had all the other stuff that Ultimate Ninja has. So we need Gekitou. Like, I would take like Gekitou Ninja Tyson 4 or Gekitou Ninja Tyson, the newest one that released, the EX Special. I would take that all day. Or even like Clash of Ninja Revolution 3, if they just remastered Clash of Ninja Revolution 3, heck, even a freaking Wii download on the Switch, and I'd be happy. A Wii download with some online play, and I'd be happy. I would take that over Ultimate Ninja Storm any day. If you guys have not played Clash of Ninja, you want a Naruto game to play Clash of Ninja. Clash of Ninja is very, very good. Clash of Ninja Revolution 3, like, I think that's the last one that came out for like the United States or Western territories. Play Clash of Ninja 3. That it's very good. Oh God, see, everyone always talks about Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm whenever I go on live, and then I go into rant mode about Ultimate Ninja Storm and how bad it is. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it happens every time, and I tell myself, okay, OJ, if someone mentions Ultimate Ninja Storm, don't trash the game. I tell myself that, and then I end up trashing the game anyway, even though I like them. I like them, but yeah. Anyway, let's move on. The Xbox Naruto was pretty fun, but I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, you're talking about Naruto Broken Bond and Naruto Rise of Ninja. Rise of Ninja was first, and then Broken Bond was next. Both of those games have trash gameplay as well. But the thing about Rise of Ninja and Broken Bond that is good is that game probably has the best jutsu system that I have ever seen in a Naruto game. It's like you feel like you're putting in hand signs for as much as, I mean, you can do, obviously. It's not motion controlled, but you actually use the sticks here in order to like put in different input directions. Like you can put in like, you know, up and down and left and right at the same time. Like you do different combinations, and as you do those combinations, like your character's hand signing, and then like it fills up a meter, and then once you get it, you activate your jutsu, and then in the middle of the match, it activates basically like a mini game to where this person has a slight chance to get out of that jutsu or not. Like it's pretty good. The jutsu system in the Xbox games, because those were Xbox exclusives, those were pretty good. But the gameplay, the combo system, the like the input, like there was input lag on just like the normal fighting, like everything else was trash. It had licensed music though. It had the licensed music from the show, and it had an okay story mode, but the actual gameplay in terms of like combos and stuff was trash. Trash. But everything else was pretty good. The music, the graphics were Tora. But the jutsu system was 10 out of 10. Best jutsu system ever for a Naruto game. Easily best jutsu system ever. Best jutsu system ever. Yes, OJ. Yeah, I knew that's the one that you were talking about, because when I was in college, those games came out when I was in college, and I played those games religiously. Like, I played all of those games. All these games that we're talking about, I played all of them. Ultimate Ninja Storm, like the rebooted Ultimate Ninja Storm, I played that. That first came out when I was in college. Gekitou Ninja Tyson was out when I was in high school. And then Broken Bond and Rise of Ninja, those came out like my first couple years in college. So I was playing all of them. And Naruto was at its peak, like popularity. Like it was like super popular. Shippuden had recently launched in 2006, so people were just like Naruto crazy. People were buying anything, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, okay, we went on a little bit of a Naruto tangent there. So if you guys have some more questions, let's go ahead and get into more of the questions here. Let's see here. Who buys Blaze Blue? I'm gonna buy Blaze Blue, but although people aren't really happy about locking half of the characters behind DLC paywall, that's not good. River Raid HD on the Switch. Interesting. I dare you guys to get us to 200 likes. I dare you guys to get us to that. Seriously. I double dare you. What I miss? Bleeze Hub? You kind of missed everything. I'll have the VOD of this up. So, like, if you want to watch the replay of this, I'll have it up probably, like, around 2:30-ish, 3 o'clock. So, if you want to watch the replay, you can watch the replay. It won't be too long. It'll be about an hour or so long. So, it'll be easy for you to watch. You can split it up. Watch it when you're on the treadmill at the gym or something like that, you know. So yeah. Yeah, the fillers really hurt the popularity of the show. Agreed. What do you think will come on Thursday, if anything at all, for Nintendo? Some trailers. I don't think it's going to be like another direct. I think it's going to be some trailers for a couple different games. Maybe some casual stuff here and there. Nothing crazy. What's better, Sony water or Morton's seasoned salt? I think Morton's seasoned salt tastes a lot better than Sony. So Sony water is just water, you know what I'm saying? But Morton's seasoning tastes good, man. You can put it on your chicken, you can put it on your beef, you can put it on your fish. I mean, it's pretty. Put it on your systems. It's pretty versatile. So I'm gonna go ahead and say seasoning salt. Watch your cholesterol though. Wait, another trailer of games on Thursday? Yeah, that's the rumor. If anything does come, there's a rumor that there's going to be some trailers for some games or something like that. Some people are rumoring another Nintendo Direct, which I already talked about on the channel. Make sure you check it out. It's already up, that video. Oh, dropped my phone. That's already up on the channel. But yeah, there's some rumors of a Direct, but I don't think it's going to be a Direct. I think it's going to be, what's it called? Excuse me. It's going to be just some trailers for some games or something like that. Nothing crazy. Don't hype yourself up. River City Ransom HD on the Switch. I think they're doing River City Ransom. I know that River City Ransom and a bunch of those style of games are coming to the Switch in some type of collection this year in Japan. So I think we're going to get somewhat of a River City Ransom HD, you know, so yeah. Would you like a new Virtual Fighter? I would love it. No, Virtual Fighter is way too technical. I don't think I'd love a new Virtual Fighter, to be honest. It's way too technical. We got Blaze Blue, we got SNK, Heroines, we've got so many other games. Street Fighter, the collection is coming out, so yeah, I wouldn't buy Virtual Fighter on the Switch. But yeah, I mean, if they come out with it, it'd be cool, but I don't think they'd go with Switch first, you know. Should I get Kirby or Mario Tennis? Well, I mean, Kirby, we don't know exactly when Mario Tennis is launching, and we don't know all the content in Mario Tennis. So, I mean, unless you're gonna wait on Kirby, you know, like, because they're gonna launch months apart, or potentially even months apart, maybe a month or two apart. We know more about Kirby than Mario Tennis, so I would just say, for right now, I would obviously say, like, you know, Kirby's looking to me like since it's coming out sooner and we know more about it, Kirby's looking really good. But honestly, I don't think you have to pick between the two. Just pick the game that you like more right now, and then buy the game that you want later. You know, like, you can wait 5 months, 6 months. You don't have to buy them right when they both launch. Just buy the game. I mean, if I were you, I would just buy Kirby right now, and then when Mario Tennis launches, like, if you can't afford it then right then and there, then just wait, or just get it later. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to get them when they do launch, or you don't have to pick one or the other. Just wait. You know, usually if you just wait, you can get both of them. You know, so yeah, man. Do you think the South Park rumor is true? That's interesting. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Who knows? Mist HD on the Switch. I don't even know what Mist is. So, Nintendo again tweeting on Dark Souls Remastered 23 minutes ago. Yeah, Nintendo retweets lots of stuff. I mean, it's not a big deal. Historic Duel. Should Sega create a new improved Panzer Dragoon? Absolutely, Sega should do that. That's actually one of the things that they should do. They should. I think they should remaster the ones. I think there was one that came out on Sega Saturn. They should remaster that one. They should also remaster the one that came out on the Xbox and release them in a double pack. I think that they should. Now, there was like a spiritual successor on the Xbox One. I forgot what the name of that was called, but that game sucked. So I think they should redo the original ones, the Panzer Dragoons. Those are like really cool action RPG rail shooter type of game. So yeah, I definitely think that they should do that. Let's see, OJ, Fear Effect remakes, aren't they remaking Fear Effect? That's already something that they're doing, right? So yeah. So I think they're already remaking Fear Effect. That's coming to the Switch. They're remaking that. So do we have a release date for Outlast 1 and 2? I think we just had a blanket 2018 release is probably like 2018. Yeah, no actual dates. Nintendo would have probably talked about it if there was something. You said you want Tekken 7 on the Switch. It's probably not going to happen. Go buy Pokken. The truth, Virtual Fighter would sell the best on Switch. Then we would not need Tekken. I don't think anybody's gonna buy Virtual Fighter anymore. There's a reason why Virtual Fighter's not even around anymore because the original. I mean, it's just they need to completely change the way the game. Like it can't be as hard as it is. It's just too technical for today's gamers today. It's just way too technical for today's gamers. Like if Guilty Gear can't sell huge numbers, I don't think Virtual Fighter's gonna sell huge numbers. I mean, they could bring it back, but I just don't think Virtual Fighter is anything that people are just clamoring so much for. We already have so many fighting games, you know, already. So I just don't think Virtual Fighter is a big deal for lots of people, you know. So yeah, man. There's gonna be Fear Effect in 2018. There's a remake Fear Effect that's coming out this year. And then there's going to be another Fear Effect. So yeah, that's something that it's already been covered. Just look up Fear Effects. Just type in Fear Effect Switch. I mean, I can do it for you right now. Actually, I'll do it for you since you can't type it in yourself. Yeah, it's called. There's Fear Effect. Fear Effect Reinvented. You know, and that is a remake of the original Fear Effect. And then there's Fear Effect Sedna or whatever, and it's an upcoming indie game developed by indie role-playing game developed by Sushi and published by Square Enix, and that's coming to the Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and that one's coming out 2018 as well. So we've got 2 Fear Effect games coming out. This was actually big news last year, so I mean I'm surprised that you missed it. Also on my channel, if you just type in Fear Effect on my channel, you can check out my old videos. If you guys ever have, like, if you're not sure about something, you know, as far as a certain game that's coming, just go on my channel, especially if you're looking for Nintendo Switch. Just type in the name on my channel and you'll probably see multiple videos on there. So, you know, I aim to just make sure you guys are informed about all things Nintendo Switch for the most part when it comes to games. And I haven't missed many game announcements. I think I missed maybe a couple game announcements, but I haven't really missed much since like mid 2017. So yeah, just check it out on my channel. You'll get all the information, plenty of info to keep you guys updated on stuff. So Hayden Bennett says, yo, OJ, have you talked about the 2 Point Hospital? It seems 2 Point Studios and Sega could be setting up somewhat of a franchise with the 2 Point simulation games. You know what? The funny thing is that I was actually supposed to talk about that in this live stream, and I forgot. That was actually supposed to be one of the things I was supposed to talk about. So I'll talk about it more in the midweek essence. But yeah, the Theme Hospital, you know, they announced that for 2 Point. I never played the original, so it's tough for me to get excited about it, because I never played the original game. So, I mean, I'm not, like, upset, but, like, I'm not sure if that's the type of game that you need to tease for 2 days, that you have, like, some type of big, like, it's not like they said there's some type of big announcement. They just said there's an announcement. But, you know, some people were really upset with that, but you shouldn't be upset, because they kind of hinted that it was going to be something related to Theme Hospital, because they said 2 Point, and that's what 2 Point did. So yeah, man. I mean, for me, it's just like whatever. But you know what I really want right now, guys? I really want a box of these. Have any of you guys tried these? This is quite possibly the greatest candy ever created. I can't eat a lot of candy, so usually when I go to the store, like I'll buy like 4 boxes of candy before in the past. But now I can only buy 1 box of candy because I have to cut down how much candy that I'm eating. So I bought a box of candy, and this is my box basically that I can have for the week. And I'm just like dying here. I really want another box of these. And I don't know why Theme Hospital. Oh, I know why. Because the Theme Hospital theme, like, it was blue. Like that. Remember that Sega thing? That picture of Sega where like they were teasing it? It was the same shade as blue as this box. And I looked over and I saw it, and it reminded me of it. I really want another box. Look, the coolest thing about this candy is that there's 10 flavors in here. Look at all the different flavors that you have in there. I know you can't see it, it's kind of blurry, but they have so many different flavors. If you grab a bunch of them and you just go, you eat them, you just get like an explosion of just so many different flavors. It's insane. Strawberry banana, paradise punch, grape soda, yo. I don't drink grape soda, but it really does taste like grape soda. Mango delight, watermelon. It's like a Hawaiian, like one of those Hawaiian drinks in your mouth, just right then and there. So it's just delicious. So if any of you guys, if you do buy some candy, buy this. It's so good. I think it's my favorite candy of all time. I think it is. Anyway, it's not sponsored. It's not sponsored. I wish it was sponsored. Then I'd get it for free. I wish, if Mike and Ike's is watching, please sponsor me with 5 boxes a month. Please sponsor me. Mike and Ike's, if you're watching, sponsor me. Look at this box. This is just invite, like, tasty? Doesn't that just look tasty? Oh, it looks, I want one. I really want another box right now. I really like Mike and Ike's. Candy Essence. Did they pay you to say that? No, I wish they paid me. I wish, if Mike and Ike's is watching, please pay me to sponsor. I swear, I will talk about Mike and Ike's in almost every single live stream. I wish it was sponsored. Trust me, guys. When something's sponsored, I'll let you guys know that it's sponsored. But I would really want them to sponsor me. So if Mike and Ike's, if you guys want to sponsor me, please feel free. Feel free. So yeah, man. Does anyone remember Seasons of Heaven, the Unreal Engine 4, the game that was supposed to come in 2017 for the Switch? Yeah, I remember. I don't know. Wait, hold up. There was no guarantee that it was coming in 2017 for the Switch. I think it was just announced in 2017, but they didn't ever announce a release date, from what I remember. I don't think they announced the release date. So I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. So yeah, man. All right, take it easy, Patch Debru. Take it easy. Okay, guys, I have time for about 2 more questions or so before I have to go pick up my daughter. So if you guys have any more questions, let me know. I like the hot cinnamon flavored Mike and Ike's. So good. Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. Not bad at all. Jose, you should work for the company of those sweets. You really like talk. Yeah, I like talking about Mike and Ike's and certain candies. I mean, I'm a big fan of candy. I just can't eat as much as I used to. But I remember when I was younger, man, I used to just buy bags of candy and just be like, just eat. I just used to eat candy way too much. It's, you know, transparency essence. Let me know which candy goes best with. Okay, the best candy with Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is absolutely Mike and Ike's. You need some for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, like Mike and Ike's and like Gobstoppers. Like you need something that can last a little bit longer, but then at the same time is like more like pieces. It can't be a chocolate bar. You can't have something to where it's like a chocolate bar or something like that. You need something that's in pieces, and you need something that can last just for a little bit. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is one of those games that you probably play in longer stints, you know. So yeah, Mike and Ike's, and like I'd probably say Gobstoppers is probably the best because you can just put them in your mouth and just be like, you know, just have them right there, you know, like a jawbreaker or something like that. But I'd probably say, yeah, Gobstoppers is probably the best with Xenoblade Chronicles, but I can't eat Gobstoppers just because my teeth. I don't like cracking Gobstoppers in my teeth. But yeah, and that's what I always do, even though, you know, you shouldn't. So yeah, I would probably say Gobstoppers and Mike and Ike's is probably the best with Xenoblade Chronicles too. Yeah. OJ, are you planning a PE night for Smash 4? Yeah, I need to do that. I need to do that again. I don't have anything directly in the works, but I need to get back into training because I do want to go to some tournaments. So yeah, so maybe. You finally beat Xenoblade Chronicles 2 last night? Nice, man. Congrats. Starfy collection for Switch? I don't think that's going to happen. Larry Via, what is your favorite game at the moment? Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Where is Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games? It's on the Wii and the Wii U. That's where it's at. It's not here. We'll see if we get one. Maybe we'll get one. I think that might be pretty cool if we got one. Twilight to Dawn. OJ, your driver put Mike and Ike's into their pouch. What do you say? Wait, what? Your driver put Mike and Ike's into their pouch? Oh, Your driver. If my driver put mechanics into their pouch, I'd unlock like firepower mastery, news mastery level 5. I'd break the limit of news mastery. I require five. I require 5 mechanics in my pouch, and I will require, and that will unlock news mastery for me. Basically, break down any news article at any point, even on Merc missions. Even on Merc missions. Sega, I didn't get that question. I didn't get that statement for a little bit. Then I got it after a little bit. That's actually really funny. Miguel Rose, hello, Reggie Fuse. What up, Reggie? Reggie's in the house. What up? Zork 2 for the Switch. I don't know what Zork 2 is. I don't know what Zork is. 4 more likes, guys. Can we get 4 more likes before I go off air? That'd be nice. Starfy is more of a dead series than Chibi Robo. Yeah, Chibi Robo. Chibi Robo and Chibi dead. Tidu says, if Nintendo were to bring a remastered version of the original Xenoblade Chronicles for the Switch, do you think Monolith Soft or any developer would handle the port? Remastered? No, I don't think Monolith Soft would handle it. No, it'd be a different developer. What up, Velvet? She's back. Back, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Yo, 210 likes. Thank you guys. I do appreciate that. Sonic and Mario Ultra Moon. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I actually think we would get a Xenoblade Chronicles export first. I mean, maybe. Who knows? Toby OJ? Did you call me a Toby? Oh, Toby OJ. If there is another mini direct this Thursday, do you think it will be only one big announcement or something similar to last week's mini direct? Well, last week's mini direct had a number of announcements, but yeah, I mean, if there is, I don't know. This is such a speculative question, you know, just because I don't even know. I don't even think that there is going to be a mini direct. But if there is a mini direct, I think it would be somewhat similar to what we had before. I mean, I don't think it would be anything different. All the mini directs that we've had have all been around just the similar things, like nothing crazy, a couple announcements, some good third-party support. Then you move on to the next thing, you know, nothing crazy. So Nintendo does own Starfy. I'm pretty sure Nintendo owns Starfy. Mitomo too. Do you think we'll see Tokyo Mirage Sessions FE only after Shin Megami Tensei 5 and the new Fire Emblem comes out? Dude, we might never see that game again, dude. I think that might be just Wii U. You know, I mean, if we do see it, I'm praying to the FE Tokyo Mirage Sessions gods that game comes, but I just don't know. I just don't know, man. I hope, but yeah, I think it would be after those games, right? It would have to be after Shin Megami Tensei 5 and Fire Emblem, the new Fire Emblem Switch. Luigi Odyssey would be pretty good DLC. Wouldn't be bad. Do you think Metroid Prime Trilogy will come before Metroid Prime 4? No, I don't think so. I think we'll get Metroid Prime 4. How long do you think before we see a new Switch hardware upgrade? 2020. 2020. I think 2020 Nintendo's going to do like a new Nintendo Switch. They just need to add Nintendo Switch rewards. It doesn't need to be fixed. They just need to add the actual Switch rewards like they say that they're gonna add. It's been saying, oh, coming soon forever, you know, at this point. We need new Luigi's Mansion for the Switch. Maybe we'll get that. Paladin Enthusiast OJ, what GameCube first party remaster would you like to see on the Switch? It's not necessarily a first party, but I'd like to see like Baiten Kaitos. Something like that on the Switch. Marvel Boy, the UJH. What would you think if they make a new Kid Icarus game in the Breath of the Wild engine? That would be cool. Oh, so just like an open world Kid Icarus game. I don't think they're gonna let us know that it's Breath of the Wild engine. If they did do it in the Breath of the Wild engine, they're not gonna say, "Hey, we have a new Kid Icarus game in the Breath of the Wild engine." Like, I don't think they'd tell us. So you could just say a new open world Kid Icarus game. Yes, I'd be fine with the new. I'd be absolutely thrilled with the new open world Kid Icarus game. But I would like it to be more RPG elements, and I'd like you to be able to roll with the party. I'd like it to be like to where you can have a party of people. And I'd like it to where you can, well, but just like multiple characters that you can use. Maybe you can switch out between characters, and you can use different ones and more RPG elements. But yeah, like an open world Kid Icarus game would be dope. I'd be completely fine with that. How would that work? Easy. Like you have segments, you have missions that you can do where you can go into the air and shoot enemies, and then you have missions that you're on ground, you're on foot on ground, just like you did in Kid Icarus Uprising. It'd be easy. I don't think it'd be hard at all. So yeah, take it easy, Alicio. Yeah, and I actually have no time for any more questions because it's 1:40, so I have to go. So thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. Sorry if I didn't get all of you guys' questions answered. I know a lot of you guys already asked plenty of questions. Sorry about that. We're going to have these PE lives pretty much every single day for the most part, or whenever I can. I'll make sure I have them. So have your questions ready, and as the news comes in, you guys will have more questions anyway. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate that. Thank you to all the new sponsors that we got, in addition to all of the new subscribers and the donations. I really do appreciate that, all of you guys. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And get ready. We do have PE Arena in a couple hours, about 3 hours or so. We do have PE Arena. We'll be playing some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Look out for the post on Twitter or on Patreon. So thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it, and we'll see you guys for the next video. Peace out.